From the Convergence Studio in the School of Communication, this is Loyola News Chicago.
Welcome to Loyola News Chicago for our final newscast of the semester. I'm Catherine Murphy.
And I'm Nathan Balbanchek. Here's the latest news. The pressure is on. Finals week at Loyola is quickly approaching, and students are mentally preparing themselves for long hours of not studying and not enough hours of sleep. Students are hard at work in the libraries, which have special hours just for finals. The IC will also be on an extended finals schedule. Students tell us they're spending long hours this week getting ready.
Yeah, I go to the IC probably every night. My roommate and I go together, and we're there until probably like 2, 3 a.m. And so I'm thankful that it's open 24 hours now.
Well, like today I have a final now, and I had to lock myself, well, not really lock myself, but I had to go up to the library, the 6th floor, put my headphones on, and just force myself to study.
Students can take a break from studying at the finals breakfast on Tuesday, December 14th, from 9:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. at the Gentile Center. And you may have noticed that we're here later than before. Last year, finals only went to December 15th. This year, finals go through December 21st.
We all know Loyola is about giving back to the community. We found a class you may not know about that does just that and is literally a hands-on experience.
Hung out of the way.
Since 2008, Loyola's Emergency Medical Services Program, EMS, has allowed students to respond to on-campus emergencies. Before 2008, students interested in training to be EMTs paid for a class. But now, students can take the class for credit, receive training, and have hands-on experience being on-campus responders.
We currently have about 100 EMTs in the program, and our first several weeks we ran all the shifts with somewhere between 8 and 12. So it's grown significantly, which has been a huge asset to the campus community, and it allows us to respond to more calls, run more hours, and help more people.
The EMT class draws a large crowd every semester and is open to all students, but many pre-med and nursing majors take it for the hands-on aspect.
I'm pre-med, and I figured this would be a great way to expose myself to some patient contact, which normally pre-med students won't get otherwise unless they volunteer.
I want to give care and give back to the community somehow, so I figured, EMTs, they do that.
The course teaches everything from learning to set an IV fluid bag to reviving patients, and it's even faster than the city's medical service.
Our average response time is 2 minutes to a scene, and it can take the fire department 5 to 15 minutes depending on where they are.
This program not only allows students the opportunity to save lives, it teaches future paramedics, nurses, and doctors how to work under pressure. Catherine Murphy, Loyola News Chicago. If you think you've got what it takes to save a life, register for the class for the spring semester. Freshmen and sophomores are encouraged to enroll because once they pass the class, they can be an on-campus EMT for the rest of their college career. The United Health Foundation just released its Healthiest States rankings, and Illinois doesn't fare so well. States were ranked on 41 factors, including public health funding, infectious disease, and air pollution. Illinois ranked 42nd for the prevalence of binge drinking, 26th for the prevalence of obesity, and 29th in the overall ranking. The top rankings went to New England states, Vermont, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Connecticut.
Have you ever wondered what happens to all of the cooking oil from dining halls on campus? Sean Mayberry shows how it's being converted to useful products that can help save the environment.
Loyola's shuttle service does not rely on the usual sources to fuel its buses between the Lakeshore and Water Tower campuses. It's using fuel created by Loyola's Biodiesel program, which has become the first school program in the United States licensed by state and federal agencies to produce and sell its own biodiesel fuel. The Biodiesel Lab has produced more than 1,500 gallons of biodiesel fuel from leftover cooking oil. Students work with biodiesel lab manager Zach Wakeman to convert cooking oil into biodiesel fuel and are constantly looking for other ways to use the byproduct of the fuel creating process.
So we're working on bar soap, tiki torch fuel, and lamp oil. The possibilities, at this point are kind of endless.
One of the things their teams developed for the glycerin byproduct is bio soap, which you can buy at the bookstores on either campus. Students involved in the program say they enjoy the experience.
Trying to do growing algae for biodiesel production,
which is actually what I'm starting to do right now.
Vice Provost Nancy Tuckman oversees the program and says biodiesel fuel isn't the only benefit.
We developed a course around this called Solutions to Environmental Problems. It's a very interdisciplinary course that has students from the School of Business and Communications and students from chemistry and biology.
They're reducing Loyola's carbon footprint tremendously and sticking to their motto of converting waste into energy. Sean Mayberry, Loyola News Chicago.
The biodiesel lab collected over 60 gallons of cooking oil left over from people's Thanksgiving dinners. Coming up, how the late Damon Hall can save you money.
And later, Loyola students take a chilly plunge, but they have a great reason to do it.
G morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back. Are you with your friends? That's lame. We're in a huge fight right now. XO. What'd you dream about? Something I did? Are you on your way to the mall? I'm lonely. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
There are so many fun things we all can do to be healthier, no matter who you are or where you are. So let's move.
Oh, here we go.
Let's stretch in the grass.
What a play!
Let's play tag.
Wow, unbelievable.
Let's jump up and down.
Oh, what a way to finish it.
And most of all, let's eat better so that we have the energy we need to play an hour a day, every day.
Everyone can play. Just go to letsmove.gov to learn more.
Welcome back. Luma illuminates the spirit this holiday season by introducing 2 new Christmas exhibitions for everyone to enjoy. Marissa Hablum tells us what's in store for the museum's holiday visitors.
Loyola University's Museum of Art mounts 3 to 4 major exhibitions per year in its temporary exhibition galleries. During this Christmas season, Luma presents the public with Benjamin Bergery, Epiphanies, as well as Art and Faith of the Crush, the collection of James and Amelia Govan. Several years ago, James Govan donated his Crush collection to Luma after he spent 30 years traveling the world and collecting 500 different nativity scenes. Luma's art director, Pamela Ambrose, celebrates the diversity that the Crush collection brings to the museum.
It's a very, very delightful exhibition that interprets this Christian story that most of us know so well through the eyes of other cultures and other societies.
As for Benjamin Bergery's Epiphanies exhibition, it consists of 3 works based on gospel stories of the birth of Christ. These pieces are digital media installations called Angel, Mary, Bird, Epiphany, and Confession 2. Bergery says his intent is to renew the Renaissance tradition of storytelling through the use of technology.
And I really would like to see that go back into churches and synagogues and other sacred spaces, because I feel like art has been divorced from it. And so I'd like to see contemporary art in particular go back into sacred spaces.
We want them to see both of these exhibitions that we think, just add a different dimension to the Christmas holiday, a little bit more thoughtful than what we usually experience, which is out there on the street shopping and spending.
Luma's 2 current exhibitions encourage interpretation and show the mysteries of the gospel. Each will continue to be on display through January 16th, 2011. Marissa Heiblum, Loyola News, Chicago.
Luma hopes to engage people into coming to the exhibitions. Students always get free admission, and if they come with their families, they can get in for free too.
Loyola students are showing their holiday spirit this season with charity drives across campus. Presents fill the space beneath the Christmas tree in Baumhart. They're full of donations by students who've seen the tree and felt the need to be charitable. The presents contain basic staples for people in need in the community and will be distributed by the Labor Ministry. Collections are taking place on both campuses, but time is running out if you want to donate, if you haven't already. On the first snow of this winter season, a group of Loyola students set out to help a serious cause with a fun and chilly solution. Ashley Barnes has the story.
This is not your typical day at the beach. Even though the weather was harsh with a winter weather advisory in effect, dedicated Loyola students and friends participated in the 5th annual Icy Plunge and ran, skipped, and even jumped into Lake Michigan this Saturday.
Walking there and you're like, I can't believe I'm going to actually jump in this lake right now. And then you do it and your whole body becomes numb and it doesn't even occur to you anymore. And then when you get back and you warm up, it's really invigorating. It's an adrenaline rush.
Before the plunge, the event was spiced up with a costume contest in which the jumpers could dress creatively and add a little fun. And there were also informational posters
Also, it's just a way to remember the partnership and the relationship that we have with these people in Uganda, because sometimes it gets lost in the hustle and bustle of life, but then at the Icy Plunge you realize that all the hard work that we put into this is actually making a difference across an ocean.
The Icy Plunge was hosted by Invisible Conflicts at Loyola. It is a group that seeks to help the people of Uganda after 2 decades of war in the country. Invisible Conflicts created the partnership with Dwan Madiki in order to help the people of Uganda recover from these long-term travesties.
Raise awareness about issues that Western media doesn't really address and perhaps have underrepresented issues.
Now this event is something that you would have to see to be able to fully appreciate how much excitement and enjoyment was going on, even in this chilly weather, at being able to help the people of Uganda. With over 80 participants, the event raised almost $6,000, and this money with the Don Madiki partnership will be able to send 20 students to their post or secondary education for another year. Ashley Barnes, Loyola News Chicago.
All money raised at the Icy Plunge will go directly to the Dwan Madiki partnership.
Loyola's debate team argued its way to a victory over the weekend. Loyola competed against 26 teams from 7 universities at the annual Rambler Debate Tournament held on the Water Tower campus. In the quarterfinals, Loyola beat Notre Dame, and after 6 preliminary debates, Loyola took the win against Cedarville University, defending the proposition the United States federal government should abolish capital punishment.
Damon may be gone, but it will live forever in our hearts and lungs. That's a haiku tribute to Damon Hall, and if you write one of your own, you could win $500. In memory of the building being dismantled on the Lakeshore campus, the English department is sponsoring a contest called Ode to Damon. Interested students can submit any kind of poem and can enter as many times as they want. Entries are due January 21st, and full contest rules can be found at luc.edu/Ode to Damon. I don't think I'll use that poem, but I've got one up my sleeve. What about you?
I'm definitely entering.
Yeah?
I know a few lines of a haiku right up here.
Well, there you go. That's the news for now. Thanks for watching.
Happy holidays.